Okay, today we're going to be talking about all of the Wolverine movies in X-Men history. First of all, Days of Future Past, it should have been gone with the cartoon. Like, that should have been in the reign of Apocalypse. And what the fuck, man? He didn't even have his chair. I mean, his robotic legs. What the hell? And what about X2? They introduced X2 into that movie. It goes, I found a couple of girls and a couple of her clones, and they've been my pals ever since. Where the hell are they in the movie? Oh, and you're telling me that Wink has a couple of fucking rubies on her head? No, that bitch is an alien. And then, what's her name? Silver Bullet. Silver Bullet was his, or whatever, I forgot his name. Quicksilver. He was supposed to be in the movie, like, the direct time. He was supposed to portray Magneto. And where's his daughter? Where's Magneto's daughter? You introduced his son, where's her daughter? Where is, Wink, or whatever her name is? Okay, and then all of the Wolverine movies. Let's get to the Wolverine movies. Okay. Hugh Jackson, he's a little bit too tall to be Wolverine. A little bit too tall. Wolverine is like a short... He's supposed to be like a Wolverine size, a little short animal attacking giants, grizzly bears, fucking saber-tooths, juggernauts. Oh, that's another thing too. Juggernaut is supposed to be Charles Xavier's brother or stepbrother. How come they never mentioned that in any of the movies? And First Class. Okay, I don't know anything about First Class. You can do whatever you want. But I'm sure Wolverine did. Like, they claimed the X-Men because he didn't know about it. He was young and stupid then. And a little bit ambitious to kill and revenge. But Wolverine... Since when does his claws look like turds? Like little Mr. Hankies coming out of his hands. Like, I remember in the comics... him having claws like rib bones, like they're sharp and they're like claws. They're like bone claws. And then, like, I already know they implanted it, the claws that he has. In the movies, like in the movies and the comics, they implanted the adamantium claws, and they put them right where, like, behind the knuckles, not like in between the knuckles. In the movie they got it all screwed up because in the comics he has gloves that have adamantium covers over the gloves, so that every time they pop out they don't rip another hole in the glove. So, and then why didn't they introduce this comic? I know they referenced it, like it's better than Yellow Tights, right? Cyclops says that in X2. It was pretty funny. I was like, oh yeah, his original. And how come they haven't made a movie? How come they made Future Past before the Wolverine Part 2, where his son Draken joins? I don't know the story of it, but I know that his I don't know. I gotta look that up. But they kind of skipped ahead a couple of steps. Like, you would have to read the comics to understand Wolverine's backstory. Like in the Wolverine movie. Oh my god, they make him look so weak. Wolverine learned ninjutsu, he learned karate, he learned taekwondo, he learned boxing, he learned street fighting, he learned to fight with swords, he learned how to use his claws like he's like a fucking ninja, like he's a samurai. They underestimate him in the Wolverine movie, because when he gets his powers taken away, it doesn't matter. He still has the shadows. He still could smell people. He could track them. He's a fucking animal. You make him look like a fucking puppy dog. Y'all guys suck at making movies. The only goddamn good movie y'all made was The Future's Past. That movie was spot on, except for the chair. Except for the Sentinels. The Sentinels never looked like that, but that was a pretty good touch, man. That movie was supposed to like be the Sentinels dominate the mutants. That was spot on. That was genius. That was smart. And then like them going into time so that they could stop the Sentinel launch is like a missile crisis. In other words, like you gotta stop the missile crisis, but it's a Sentinel instead. And then what do you call it? Oh yeah, they made the the Sentinels out of non-metal substance, when in the original comics it was a metal substance. Like Wolverine could take them out no problem, so can Juggernaut. They made Magneto look like he can't take them out at all. So what they did is have him get these metal things, these I forgot what they're called. They're girders, and then he like laced them. He took all the metal out and he put them inside the body of the Sentinels, and he controlled it like that. That was pretty fucking awesome. Like, and then they made it think that he put the metal into the chip so that he could control it. Nah, that doesn't make any sense, homie. Doesn't make any fucking sense. And then the Wolverine. When did he take his claws away? They never take his claws away. Since Old Man Wolverine, the future story where he's an old man, he fights the Hulk because he's protecting his family from the Hulk's family, which is kind of stupid because, like, why would the Hulk do that? The Hulk is his hero in general. He hasn't used his claws in a while, and it's been a long ass time, and they scabbed over and they healed. So he pops them out, and guess what they are? They're adamantium claws. They're not fucking bone claws. And then Futures Past, he has his claws metal again. What the fuck, huh? What are you gonna do? Explain that Magneto laced his bone claws with metal? No, they would look like Dookie. They would look like the Dookie claws they had in the original movies. Like I said, that should have been the rib claws instead of the Dookie claws. So this is my ranting about the Wolverine shit, the Wolverine movies, how they should have put them in order because all unbalanced. Like the Phoenix, that was on accident. She was not like possessed in her own self. She wasn't doing it by herself. It was possession. It was possession. She was possessed. She was possessed. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, this is my ranting. Wolverine's a badass. If you look at Hugh Jackson's, he's getting a little too old for the movies. Like they need to cast someone else. Like Robert Downey Jr. They could have used him because Wolverine was buff and short. So what does that tell you? Well, he's not really buff, but he's short, but he could get there because Hugh Jackson's a bodybuilder. But if he came on stage talking like this, maybe they wouldn't have caught him. Now he talks. No, he doesn't even talk like the original Wolverine that I grew up to know. Hey, bub. No, like he hit this guy, like he was like doing ninja combat, or whatever, sword fighting. He's like, "Don't hit my friends." That's not what Wolverine would say. He's like, "So you like hitting girls, bub?" And then Wolverine would unleash his force. And then actually, in the Wolverine movies, the Wolverine, Lady Deathstrike, Sabretooth, and all of the X-Force was in that comic book. It was based upon Wolverine gonna get killed. Yes, he meets Mariko, which she was not wearing a black gown. Gown. I forgot what they're called. I know there's a special name for them. They're not gowns. And they're not a gi, because gi is for fighting. It was a flowered pink gown. And in Sabretooth, the way they made him in X2, spot on. But the way they made him in the Wolverine, or the X-Men Origins Wolverine, it was sort of spot on, but he had the same hair as Wolverine in the comics. So, like, if they give him the hair in the comics, if they give him the hair in the movies, and if they gave Wolverine his hair, which was pretty spot on too, then his hair would be the same as Sabretooth hair, because Sabretooth hair was blonde, not brown. It was blonde, and it was same as Wolverines. They were brothers. They're brothers. They dress alike. They think alike. Well, not really, because Wolverine took it personal when the X-Men or X-Force or whatever you call it. No, not X-Force. His X-Force was the Canadian. He was pretty down to earth with the Canadians for a split second before I forgot the backstory, but we're off topic. So some of the stuff they have in the movies was not like directly towards the comics. The comics were a little step by step. Like they would have a comic here, and it would go into a split second where they tell another story, but then they'll come back and tell the rest of the story. But then they'll give you a little cliffhanger and then tell you another story, and then tell you that story again. This movie is just, it doesn't tell you nothing. It doesn't like, it doesn't go with the flow. It doesn't have anything to do with the comics. Like X-Men, Orange and Wolverine. When the fuck does when the hell do they sew Deadpool's mouth? They don't sew Deadpool's mouth, and he doesn't have a teleportation naturally, like implanted in his body. They made a belt for that. And then he's basically a zombie, not a robot. He's a zombie, not a robot. He's free to do whatever he wants. He's fucking crazy as hell. And Sabretooth, oh my god, you can't wait until they put him with his adamantium bones. That was an awesome comic. Anyways, thumbs up, subscribe if you want to hear more of my ranting, because if you agree with the stuff that I say, the Wolverine should be more badass. Thank you. Say it. God, comment, talk shit about me because I'm fat, Mexican, whatever. I don't care. Haters gonna hate.